Hello once again, I'm with Smartreloader, and today I'm going to show you how to assemble and set up your SR777 bench rest case trimmer. Now I went ahead and took all the components out of the box, so I'll just briefly cover how to get everything set up. What I like to do, number one, is there's 4 holes where you can drive. I just use drywall screws, Phillip heads. I just use on opposite corners into a wood bench. Fairly steady setup. And the major components that come with the SR777 case trimmer is you have the cutter assembly, you have a universal collet which actually holds your brass, you have the universal collet holder, and you also have the handle that allows you to rotate the cutter, and then you have 2 brushes to allow you to clean the case mounts. It also comes with a large rifle and a small rifle primer pocket cleaner, and it also comes with all these pilots, which I will explain in greater detail in the other video. But I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and assemble the cutter so you guys have a better understanding of how to put together. The first thing you want to do is take the cutter assembly, and notice there's a flat right there. You want that facing up at the 12 o'clock position, and there's a Allen head bolt that actually has a set screw that captures that. And the next thing you want to do is take your universal housing for the collet clamp, and if you look, there's a groove. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, see that groove right there? Well, that groove actually has to fit into that pin. You want to line that up so it slides all the way in like that. Okay, pretty simple. Just that groove it only slides in one way. That groove has to be at the 12 o'clock position with that pin, and then you want to slide that on the left side of this hole right here. Okay, and then you want to take your cutter assembly, and notice it's threaded back here. So you want to insert that all the way in there, and then you want to contact the threads, and you can see it's starting to thread in there. And that's what actually, when that threads in tighter, this universal collet, the jaws actually grip tighter, and that's what actually grips the case head. So essentially, let me get one of my cases here. That just fits in there like that, and then as you tighten it down, I get loosen up a little bit. You tighten it down, then it grabs the case. Okay, so we'll go ahead and loosen that out. Additionally, you have a set screw right here, and this is your over travel. Okay, so you can loosen that. Okay, loosen it up just a little bit, and that allows that to rotate. Essentially what that does, that sets up your over travel, because when you're actually trimming the cases, you don't want to go too far, because then you'll trim too much of the brass off on the neck. So essentially that's it. It's pretty straightforward. The hardest part to figure out is actually just putting these 2 pieces together. I'll run it through real quick if you didn't catch it the first time. Essentially, you have your universal collet, okay? You got the holder, and then you also have the handle. So as you can see, like I said, when that's set up, that slot right there, see it right there, okay? That has to line up with that pin at the 12 o'clock position. You get that all the way in, and it's perfect. You're all set up. And then of course this will slide in there, and then as you tighten that down, see how that's threaded now? You tighten it down, it actually causes these jaws to squeeze together, and that's what actually grips the case head. So essentially that's it. It's pretty straightforward. If you have any questions, you can just try to get a hold of us on our website. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed. It's a very nice cutter, and we'll be talking to you later. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.